welcome to QuestJunkiesUK. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and we are brought to you by the kind support of CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Trollord Games, and Nathrax 3D Minis. Look out for your chance to win in our fabulous giveaways. Check the session for today's giveaway. And, of course, you can get yourselves a lovely discount over on their homepages using the coupon codes that will pop up in chat. Do not miss this amazing stuff. CZRPG with their beautiful encounter design, maps, a fantastic Patreon for you to join. Phoenix Dice, their incredible, sustainably produced, recycled packaging and everything. The wonderful Click-Clap Math Rocks, do check them out. Trollord Games with their incredible Castles and Crusades original system and lots of D&D content as well. And the beautiful 3D printed and beautifully painted, if you wish, minis of Nathrax 3D Minis. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Please check them out and let them know that the Odyssey sent you. Now, let us also say a huge thank you to the wonderful people over at Syrinscape. Amazing music and sound effects for your games, and just makes the whole experience a completely different level. Check them out, stuff for D&D, Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, other game systems, board games, science fiction, fantasy, everything you need. Link in chat for your chance to get a free trial of this amazing product. Now, let's get into the session. To adventure! Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK, and welcome back to the depths of the Ragged Glacier, where the necropolis of Ythryn, the crushed Netherese city, lies frozen and waiting for an evil group of adventurers to plunder its riches and discover their ultimate goal, the obelisk planted just for these Netherese greedy wizards to find by their patron, one Vecna. Now, a big shout out to all of those wonderful people in that pre-rail who support us and help bring all of these lovely adventures to you wonderful people. Not least, a special shout out to the fabulous CZRPG, who has given us an awesome giveaway to share with you wonderful people. We are giving away today a copy of their Black Friday bundle, the awesome collection of 8 best-selling Faerunian encounter bundles, all of the encounters and the maps and things to go with that big chunky bundle. So if you would like to have your chance to win that, exclamation mark, enter in the chat for your chance to win, and we shall draw the winner at the end of the session. Now, also, a special shout out to our friends at Trollord Games, big sponsors of the channel all the time, because they have a new fundraiser going on over on Indiegogo, which is for the Amazing Adventures multi-genre RPG, a multi-genre role-playing set with using the Siege engine. You can use it for Wild West, zombie, horror, sci-fi, pulp, and more. So please go and give that a look if you're interested in trying out something new. It's already funded, more than 200% funded, so you're definitely going to get the products there. So please definitely go over there and check them out. It's awesome stuff from Steve and everyone at Trollord Games all the time. Now, that said, another little shout out, little extras onto the pre-rail there, because we got some new exciting things coming up. We would like to say a big thank you to Syrinscape, not only for awesome 80s kind of music and the awesome sound effects and everything that make all the ambience and things really nice here in the various adventures that we go on, but also for inviting us to jump into their affiliate program. So, we have... Close phantom. One letter off. We have a special link. There it is, thank you. Double links for your pleasure there. To get over there and try out all of the amazing sound effects and music that they have, original compositions for all of the various things going on in your TTRPG world. And if you use our link there, you can help out the channel as well, because a little bit of any sound set or subscription that you will make will come back to us here. So, if you want to up your game and support the channel, please check out that link there. Thank you so much. Right, now, last time we were here in Ythryn, you, my dear adventurers, entered into the city itself. Coming down off the ice bridge from the tunnel from the Caves of Hunger, you found yourselves standing at the foot of a collapsed statue, a huge gargantuan statue lying face down. It was missing a head. It didn't seem to have any kind of head to speak of, but you investigated, finding nothing untoward. You kind of moved past it and into the city itself. First, exploring those towers there on the outer wall. Nothing particular of note was found inside, except a strange beast. Looks like it may once have been an inhabitant of 10 towns, but out of their ragged winter clothing, a bright light shone where their face should be, as a cold light walker attacked Fushiro as he boldly adventured up into the tower ahead of everyone else. But 'twas no match for our high-level adventurers here, and they defeated it and moved on. Next, they discovered what seemed to be some sort of stadium with a mysterious sport being played, with 3 giant tridents charged with electrical electricity, the best kind, buzzing and filling the air with a kind of ozone-like smell. They didn't go onto the field and decided it might not be a good idea. They did try to steal the cup and got zapped for their pleasure. For their efforts, I should say. But they decided to leave that be until they had a bit more grasp of what that sport might entail, as there were some interesting scorch marks and things around the arena inside. They carried on into the city, and there, in front of the massive central citadel, they saw a very prominent-looking tower. They ventured inside, and they found a mystical anvil, which looks like it could be used to do some, have some sort of effect with magical items and things, perhaps in their destruction, from the inscription that was written on it. But it was guarded by these strange blue-skinned warriors that were seemingly magically induced and still in service to the city, despite having lain here beneath ice for centuries. And they decided to move on, but not before they had seen the inscription in the ceiling. Perhaps the first of the hints that they need to discover their way through the force field that protects the central citadel. Moving on into the neighborhoods to the northwest there, they were drawn by the light coming out of an old prison-looking building. Squeezing their way through the broken portcullis on the entranceway, in the depths they discovered a medical facility in which there was clearly some sort of invisible occupant on a gurney. Investigating, they brought them back from whatever reverie they had been stored in, as they had been magically kept out of time and therefore had survived the crash and the ensuing centuries here under the ice. And they seemed to be some sort of like bannerman or kind of servant of one of the mages here in the city, who had been caught stealing and had been punished for that and thrown into the prison here. And they seemed very nervous that they were going to get experimented on, or something strange was going to happen to them, until you eased their mind by telling them that everyone was dead and it was centuries later. They pleaded with you to take you with them, and they are now following along behind you in your explorations. And as you stepped back out into the city, that is where we left things. But it should be said that we are in the throes of a minigame. Yes, as you went here last time, we have discovered a minigame that can be a slightly meta minigame that we have embarked upon here. Can you visit all of the locations in the city here in order? Right. So far, you have hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that order, and there has become a little minigame as to try and find all of the locations in order and not break the the efforts there. There was almost a misstep, but they did decide to go clockwise instead of anti-clockwise, and save themselves there. And we shall see just what lies in store for them as we return here to the necropolis. You can have the stream open if you like, but there's nothing hidden particularly away here. Actually, no. Actually, that would just be cheating on the minigame. The stream can see all of the locations, even because they get my view as well. But you're not missing anything. If you have the chat popped out there, all of those lovely people are hanging out there. Good to have you, everybody. Good to see you, Charlie and Phantom. Kagome, how you doing? Daisy, good to see you. Looking forward to your birthday stream on Saturday. Everyone, not only are we celebrating Daisy's birthday, but we will also be in the throes of our fundraiser for the fabulous Foundation for Inclusivity in Gaming. We have all of our sessions coming up and some fabulous guest sessions as well, and a fantastic giveaway for all of our generous donors, as well as the chance to sow some chaos and some shenanigans into our various streams that are coming up. So starting with Out of the Abyss and finishing with a special one-shot next Monday, as in a week from tomorrow, we will be sponsored by the fabulous people at Playnerd Allies, Phoenix Dice, Sirenscape, CZRPG, Trolllord Games, Scarlet Song, Dungeon Glitch, and Hero Forge. All of them donating wonderful prizes for our lucky donors. Every $5 will get you a ticket in the giveaway, so please, if you are able, give generously. And we shall have that all up and running for you soon and ready to kick off on Wednesday or Thursday, depending where you are. Alright, that is all I've got to say for the second. Let us meet these lovely people. Velen Harple, who are you in the real world? Who are you playing there? And where are you at right now?
In the real world, I am Stephanie. I am playing a human necromancer, and I am in Orlando. In game, I am currently excited to explore further. I feel like we don't her mind's not really on sports ball too much, but the anvil room does intrigue. So just trying to get the lay of the land.
I hear the Netheries have got pretty good chances in the World Cup, so we'll see. Although traveling from Icewind Dale to the Middle East might be quite hard on their players. I'm not sure.
Yeah, reception's a bit chilly.
Hey, Father Charlie, how you doing? And thank you, Charlie, for a little crystal, spinny, shiny crystal for Velen there.
Thank you so much.
Witchlight buddy. Okay, moving around. Ossia.
Hi, friends. I'm Mike in the real world. Fun fact in chat, you know me as Grim Samson. Tonight, I will be joining these wonderful folks, reprising the role as and I would normally say, Astral Elf, but I think we're closer to Astral Goliath at this point. Time Blade Fighter, who has recently experienced a growth spurt and has found a new friend, although the friend is now officially a bit restrained. I think he's ready to find this Netheries Oak and put the hammer down in the anvil.
Yes, you both reminded me of something I missed in the recap. Sorry. Velen had a little pep talk from Vecna. Seemed to be on the right track.
Yes.
On the right track, sorry. Astral Furbolg, perhaps. And yes, this distrusting lot's bound our poor survivor in manacles. Distrusting. So rude. And moving across. Welcome back, Mike. That Mike, the other spelling of Mike.
Hello. In the real life, I'm Jess. I'm Angry Nerd Girl down in the chat. And in this game, I am Yalin Makinid, but you can call me Mac. And I am the Tabaxi. Druid school left because I was just too talented for what they knew to do with. And I've been biding my time as a collector of skulls and singer of songs. and I met a new best friend, Redfall, a zombie ogre who is my ride. Because I'm very small.
I hope you've noticed we have chosen for our group marker in the city here.
Oh, let me see.
He's over there, number 5.
Aww! Look at him.
Redfall
That's
representing.
my boy. He's our mascot.
Yeah. I have all your tokens up on the ice bridge still, just in case we need to do some initiative. But Redfall is representing the group at the moment. And moving on, Vuzlin.
Oh, hello! I am the Maharishi on all the Twitches and the Twitters, a cog in the corporate machine by day. And at night, you can usually find me playing D&D on a couple of the channels. And tonight, I play Vuzlin, the haunted warden ranger archetype, Viva Bit Drow. Yes, I am probably the most evil of all of these chuckle nuts, but they just aren't really feeling it right now. There's certain sympathies they tend to abide by, and I play along until the right time.
Thank you. And that's it for all the living players. But finally, Fushiro, he who can never die, although he's trying so hard.
Yeah, literally dead.
I'm Dan, doing my best. I'm Josh. I play Fushiro. He's a zombie and a paladin at the same time.
Please go.
A ghoul and a paladin at the same time. Just similar to a zombie, but it consumes flesh instead of just mindlessly doing there are various intricacies to undeath. However, I am currently undead as a person, as Josh. So,
but how can you do that?
Don't drink in moderation.
Public service announcement.
Sweet boy.
Thanks for this PSA, Josh.
Okie dokie. Thank you. Right, and I'm John. Hey. Now, yes, thank you, Phantom, for that reminder there. Everyone do jump into that giveaway. The fabulous Ultimate Forgotten Realms bundle up for grabs. The last one we're giving away, so good luck, everybody. Right, let us return. I'm going to zoom in. As you guys are over here. Too close, there we go. Okay, now, one other thing we should mention is as you exited from the prison complex there with its glowing red door, you did all start to feel a little worse for wear with Velin, Vuzlin, Mike, sorry Jess, I tried, and Fushiro all contracting the first level of Arcane Blight. The disturbing and slightly sickening magical effect that is saturating this entire place that Vuzlin had read about in their notebook.
We now call it tequila.
Now, as you emerge, as I say, back into those streets, where would you like to go? We
I have a question. How
yes,
does
please.
arcane blight affect us?
At the moment, nothing seems to have happened, but you do feel the magical essence of the city kind of seeping into your very being.
Seeping. That's the key word there. So
John, would also you notice anything about the party? Like, is it just like an internal thing? Is it mostly just look of fatigue on the party, or how would he perceive the arcane?
At the moment, yes, a kind of fatigue, you'd say. And on occasion, you kind of see on the less furry members of the group, you can kind of see kind of dark veins kind of under their skin.
Don't tell me the cold's getting to you all already.
Don't show off just because you're the only one that passed.
That was rude.
Charlie, those are footsteps in snow. I believe. It's probably what you're hearing. Shez isn't here. Nobody's eating popcorn.
No. Well, we have.
We'll.
But please, tell us where you would like. Where do you think we should go? You're the boss.
You know that to the northwest there is that park where you are all thinking this nether oak that was mentioned might be located, and there is the huge spire coming down off the main citadel that comes down to this neighborhood there, and then there are a few major-looking towers, kind of citadel-looking things out here, and this large square building out here, which are all catching of the eye. And also remember I said it is worthwhile exploring just random buildings as well, as there's the chance for loot and lore.
Someone was very excited about the giant spire coming out of the main spire. I don't remember who it was.
Was that a prisoner? Or, I'm sorry, guest. Yes.
We do not need to be politically correct here. You are a prisoner. That is, he's fine. He's fine.
Of course he is. He has no other choice. And so, there's so many here. A show of hands, is the netherwood, isn't it good Norwegian wood more on your minds? Or shall we go spire hunting?
Yeah, by the way, Jess, I'll put in the Roll20 chat, the prisoner that you rescued was called Xenophon.
Rescue.
Netherwood is on my mind, but maybe we should get that.
Oh wait, sorry, I was thinking of the guy that we shackled up, but Fuzlin decapitated that guy. So this is a different guy.
Yeah, new shekels.
New
Shackles, who does?
There you go.
Good, very, very good.
By the way, Jess, in answer to your question in chat there, I think Hive looks to be the most popular option at the moment.
Yeah, it seemed like it was Mastodon last week, but now everybody's on Hive. But apparently
Mastodon
it's
sounds awful.
on Android, which is what I have.
Oh,
So
really?
I don't know.
We'll see. I'm sure they're scrambling very quickly to be available on as many platforms as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I'm still a Facebook guy. Anyway.
You're on Twitter, liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spend more time on Facebook.
Fine.
For the D&Ds.
Where else are you going to get your conspiracy theories?
Exactly. We're also going to argue conspiracy theories. So,
Okay, so
personally, I think the woods are lovely, dark and deep, and we should go there.
Let's go.
Zerfa.
But on the way, let's look in the buildings around the area and see if there's some loot or lore.
Oh yeah, maybe somebody wants to buy these spell books that I've been carting around, or maybe, somebody could teach me what's in them, because that sounds neat.
Mike, darling, I don't know if you will have many customers around here. Looking into broken windows and empty, abandoned buildings.
Much as
Miss
I'd like to
Mellon,
say, Mike.
I think you are highly underestimating my powers of persuasion.
Maybe so. I'm sure there is a cobblestone dying to learn or very nice spells.
But you do need a target of your persuasion. I don't think a tree trunk is interested in buying a book.
No, she has set her goals. We will watch the magic happen.
I'm all. I will buy a ticket.
I will say some dryads, I mean, you would think they might be interested in a spell book, but most of the ones that I've encountered find it a little bit offensive. They're not keen on paper. If you can get them a spell book made from flesh, you know, like dried and cured and all that, they're very into that. So parchment is handy for your dryads.
You have found a whole new market.
Apologies, team. I'm starting to feel even worse than I was when I started today. So I have to lay down. I apologize very much.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, especially John, who now has to.
It's okay.
Shift us.
Yeah,
I was prepared.
Let me play his character.
Go ahead.
I would enjoy that.
Assembled audience, John and players. Sorry.
Peace out, man.
See
How are you?
We love you, dude. Be safe.
The kids do that these days. Rearrange the OBS, the magic of the OBS.
Here we go again.
Where'd Fushiro go?
I think he put the loot in lore and loot.
Don't worry, this song is not copyright. This song is public
Pick up.
domain
Okay.
right now.
There we are.
Sausages. So, you're heading into some of the rundown buildings and stuff.
Yeah, rooting around, looking through people's, rummaging through people's past, disregarding their memories, just throwing it on the ground.
Just fix these cameras.
Child's toys.
Smooch.
Well, while we're doing that, we might as well just have our guard dog kind of walk us through. Zarafan, and I'm pulling sort of the contrapted rope that I have to his manacles and just kind of like a leash and a dog. Tell us where the best place in town is.
Yeah, we're looking for a smoothie.
Do you mean the citadel? Ideolathis' citadel is the main location, but it is protected by the force field.
You think that force field held up while the rest of this went down in flames?
I mean, the spell which bound me did, and Ideolathis was a much, much greater spellcaster than everyone else in the city.
Well, he hasn't met these spellcasters, has he? Alright, that might be worth our weight in gold, but I'm not sure how that helps us with the Nether Oak.
I have another question for Zero, because that is what I'm just going to refer to you now as. What game is played in that stadium with the big lightning rods?
Oh, it's Chain Lightning.
Okay, how is it played?
Oh, us lowly servants were never allowed into such events.
Surely you must have some kind of inkling of playing it in the side streets when your master wasn't around.
It requires much more magic than we could ever muster.
Requires magic. What kind of magic?
Something electrical. We could see the tridents sticking up out of the stadium area.
Oh, good. Well, but later on, maybe we'll use you as some kind of ball in that game to figure out what to do. All right, let's continue.
Okay. So, as you head into one of these buildings here between you and that little kind of slope up back into the main streets, could you, let's see, Jess, welcome back. Can you roll me?
A trap. It's a trap.
There's a trap.
Want me to roll you a lightning ball?
Roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
Plot Points Gaming. The crystals are little boons granted to our players by using the channel points. The little dream pies down there. It allows people to have a re-roll.
24.
24. Okay. You start poking around inside the houses there, and Velin, can you roll me a d20?
Look who comes the consequence. Here comes the consequences.
You're welcome. Play plot points. Welcome in.
You're all muted.
Hold on, I was mute. I'm sorry. I rolled a 6.
A 6. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you delve into one of the houses, and it takes about 30 minutes to look through a whole building, and there are just various ruins of the people that lived here or worked here. There, sometimes you find a workshop for like a shop front down on the lower levels, but everything is either destroyed or perished, and it seems that they used magic quite a lot. You kind of imagine, kind of like if you're familiar with Eberron as a setting, how they use magic a lot more in day-to-day life than other settings. There are less tools about, but just it seems that very kind of Weasley existence. everything powered by magic. But I'm afraid, well, silver linings. There no beasties are encountered, but there is no treasure either in this particular building.
Well, that's not true, because we have our friendship.
Ever the
Zero's not included, is he? I'm trying to keep him as far away from the friendship as possible. If he goes overboard, that's on him.
Absolutely not. He is not in the friendship ring.
Oh.
Okay, explain to Jess, sorry, because Mike knows this, but why do we not like this man?
I think
we rescued this
yeah,
man.
Because we're evil.
Just being evil.
We're evil.
Okay, that's
Evil.
fine. I was just like,
That's-
is
yeah.
there a reason that we rescued him but are mean to him about it?
Because it's fun to be
We're
mean.
just mean.
Just tormenting.
Yes.
I mean, he did say he could guide you to specific points,
Oh, he better.
Oh,
but he was hoping for a more specific question than "What's the best place in the city?"
Well, just because my body grows does not mean my mind grows with it. I just want you to know that.
It's the
all right.
Shake Shack on West 3rd. It's great.
Zero, Xeraphon,
Yes.
if you could go anywhere in the city, like back when, you weren't a prisoner first to the other people and then I suppose to my compatriots, if you had unlimited funds and unlimited time, where would you go?
Oh, wow. What a question. I mean, if we were looking for, and talking about funds and shopping, I mean, there's the Bazaar of the Bazaar.
That sounds interesting. Is that where
Sounds
you would go?
redundant.
No, it's a bazaar of the bizarre.
Yes. It's north of here. Past the park and the library there.
There's a library.
Yeah.
Maybe there's someone who'll buy your books there.
Now, libraries aren't keen on buying mostly.
Oh, they curate. They do. How do you think they get those books? They have to buy them.
Donations.
It's complicated than that, but
So
I know Jess knows that.
Zero.
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 Oh, perfect.
Zero points. And he's like, so yeah. I mean, that's one of the entrances to the main citadel. And he points to the large, conduit kind of strut coming down, and the arboretum's over there, and Mike, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's me.
Mike, that's the library there, and he points to those spires there.
Oh.
I mean,
Those spire things are the library.
yes. The one, if you kind of come down the street here, the one over here, kind of behind the entrance to the citadel. Here is the Tower of Conjuration, and then the large kind of toothed-looking building behind that. That is the House of the Arcane. That's all you can see from here, really.
More information about this chain lightning game, the sports ball that some of us so desperately seem to want to play.
Yes. What about it?
About the library or about sports ball? I don't know anything more about the sports ball. We are going to possibly find a book on it in the library, is what I was saying.
Potentially, yes, potentially.
Thank you. You are a very knowledgeable guide. Hasn't been to a library either.
Again?
One more thing. Zero.
Yes.
You're my hero.
I don't believe you.
You're right. You're very perceptive. Come on. And
What does Zero look like?
Let me get that.
I mean, besides wearing extremely out-of-date clothing.
Yes.
He's been in a bubble for like a millennia or something.
He's a thin, middle-aged man with a sallow complexion, one blue eye and one green.
Oh.
A streak of silver in long, jet-black hair.
looks like a Peaky Blinder.
Haven't seen
So
it.
I'm going to cast Druidcraft
Okay.
and make a little Stargazer Lily and just like pop it behind his ear. Be like, there, that'll bring out the color of one of your eyes.
Thank you. You're much nicer than this lot.
Well, I figure if you're going to be working with somebody, it helps if, you're not kicking them while they're down. It helps if you're feeding and being kind to folks, because then they want to be kind to you.
It's just particular to heterochromia. It's really, that's all.
So,
Can you, Mike, as you're saying that, what are your surface thoughts?
Is he reading my mind?
That wasn't the question, Jess.
Because no one can read my mind.
Okay.
That's the thing. I mean, I can tell you, John, if you want to know.
It's a very
I'm a
existential
cat.
question.
No one can read my mind. I'm a cat.
No, I have a ring of mind shielding. No one can read my mind.
Wow.
But if you want to know,
incredibly
John,
useful.
But if you want to know, John, I'll tell you.
One time that thing is useful is right to the second.
It was
Actually,
useful
the second
before
time.
when you all got attacked by the psychic thing, and I was fine.
Oh yeah, there was that time.
Yeah, we got like read into a little bit, and Mike was just like,
Well-
"What's wrong with all of you? We should
Yeah.
be going around the corner."
It pays to be stupid, so that's all I got to say.
And I was just like, wait, are you talking to somebody I didn't know?
Mm.
Okay, thank you. Now,
Well, if you want to check out some books, I'm not much of a reader, but I don't mind chopping down some of the arboretum if it helps us get through the first pass in the prior building.
okay, so
Those
what
are
I'm
not
hearing
enough.
is split the party.
potentially.
Hmm.
But you, my dear Zero, will be coming with me.
Not with Mike?
Well, we'll have to come back with Mike. Listen, all right? I get you on the weekends, you get Mike on the weekdays. This is how the arrangement goes.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm about to
my
take
real
you to the
dad.
park.
Take you to the park and
Just
you're
be
gonna like
sure
it.
you don't
No.
give him back hungry. I hate getting an unfed prisoner.
And I can give him jerky.
And it better not be just candy and like fried food. I mean vegetables and fruits and protein.
Oh god, this hits home so hard.
I know.
Zero, you are going with the fun dad. The fun dad.
I'll take him
Fun-
to a
Fun
sports
Dad doesn't
game and get
love
him
you.
all riled up and then bring him back to me.
Oh yeah, that's true. He's never been before, so.
Boy, needs some fresh air. Look at how sallow he looks.
Ossian and I
So-
having a custody battle about our prisoner. Also, Ossian, I think I stand as tall as your knee. Maybe?
Yeah.
You probably do at this point.
Like shouting up at you.
Mike, actually, I've been meaning to talk to you. Look, I don't know if the spear actually is making me grow, but if I give it to you, do you think you'll grow to our size?
Oh, well, is there something wrong with my height?
No, but, you know, I feel a little, above everybody.
Oh, Xenophon nods. It's like, oh, at least you're mean to everybody. Okay.
Hey,
I mean,
hey,
Not just me.
that's
I will put my meanness into you, Zero, in just a moment, all right? The adults are talking.
I'm good.
Dylan
I'm
and
good.
Booze, let's start eating popcorn.
Yes.
I think it's just because you're so talented and you have such great thoughts that your head is in the clouds and you have your mind on high aspirations, and you picked up that spear and the greatness within you has decided to match. Plus, the giant picked you, and I think if I touch that spear, I might die.
You know what? That is a very valid point. I didn't think about it like that. Well, if Redfall ever takes a nap, I guess you and I can see eye to eye, and you can plop on my shoulder if you need an extra ride.
Oh, thanks, buddy. You want a flower too?
You know what? Why not? We should be matching when we go to the park. I want to make sure that the kids and the adults know that it's us. That
Redfall,
Zero's mine.
Redfall and Ossian can do that thing where, like, you know, Mike takes a hand on each and you swing him.
Oh my god!
Uppy.
Question for me: where's everyone wanting to go? Because Valen is fine with going to the park. I don't know.
I think the park.
Are other people dead set on elsewhere?
I'll literally go anywhere.
Yeah, the park.
I want to
We're
get that
going-
Nether Oak wood. That's all I want.
Yeah, I want to swing on the swing set right now.
Oh wait,
I wanna...
Jess is thinking if we're in a mini game and have to go to places in a certain
It's
I don't want to mess
completely
it up.
random. It's completely
It's self-imposed.
random.
Josh isn't here.
Okay.
It's okay.
We're gonna
Josh isn't
fail.
here.
We know we're gonna fail. We just have to accept
Yeah.
that, and then it'll be a pleasant surprise if we don't. But I
feel
have a
really good
feeling we're about to fail. Going
I
to the
feel
park.
really good about myself. I did not look at the adventure to see what as much as I wanted to. I did not look at the adventure to see what the order was. So.
I should hope not.
Snaps to you.
Yes, I know. I just much. It would. It would
Never
be
even
something
considered
that-
to me that you might.
Okay, let's not split up Zero's newfound family so early, shall we? To the park? Yes?
The
Yeah,
park.
the
we
park.
go.
Also, family's a bit of a strong term, but give him a few days to settle in, and maybe he'll fit in.
Okay, Ossian. All right.
I ruined a Christmas when I was 12 years old, and I'll never do it again. So.
Xenophon looks to you, Valen's like, so, Grandma?
Oh, now you've done it.
Vuzlin will just kind of step back into the shadows.
Kind of scuttling away.
Yeah.
Just Velen and Zero.
I do not mind being a matriarch, you whelp little baby. Let's go. And she takes his hands, like assuming they're chained up behind his back, and just like hands the chains up to Ossian, so that way he kind of has to like, oh shoot, as he walks, because Ossian's so tall.
I was going to give you the leash, but if you want to do that, we can do that as well.
Oh, no. I have no desire to lead little puppies around their own city that they know hardly anything about. You know, your value is decreasing by the moment. Let's go.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No,
Follow right
Austin, I
after.
just give you a little verbena because I think the purple will go nice with your skin tone, and also it wards off vampires in some places.
Oh. Put it right over here. Is the flower? Is it about the size of you, Mike? At that point, like I just disproportionately, I've got about 7 feet over you right
could
now.
wear it as a little ring.
It looks like an
Probably
earring
could.
at this point. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to head up out of the district and towards the Arboretum?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, we can stop fussing about the minigame.
No!
Ah.
I knew it!
Should have gone to the library or played sports ball.
It's
Sports
jumping
ball
from
wasn't
5 to
it.
10.
Wait, really?
They're way off.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell Josh. He's gonna kill me. Kill John. He's gonna
I
kill
have a
me.
feeling the
He already
thick
killed
column
it.
is probably where we needed to go because John brought that one up before the end of the stream. And I feel like in his heart he wants us to succeed.
I mean, it was just the nearest, but yes.
What was
That was also
correct,
number 6.
John?
What, am I right?
It is, yeah, it is the column.
It would have been, yeah, probably, yeah, it would have been. The way things are
Yeah.
usually
Right
numbered.
next to the prison, yeah. Okay, now, Ossian, as you are leading Xerophon forward, what are your surface thoughts?
Probably surface thoughts include getting the Nether Oak,
Mhm.
figuring out what the next step of that puzzle is that we
Mhm.
saw in the tower initially.
Mhm.
Maybe trying to see if one of those electrical tridents could potentially become a weapon at his size.
Okay. Oh, and speaking of which, as you enter into the Arboretum, you are now 10 feet.
Thank you. Good to know.
Be like I'm walking around.
This was a
10
frost
feet tall.
giant this belonged to?
Yes.
Oh, they get like 20 feet tall, I think. We're bigger. Oh, God, that face. Okay. You will get
It's also-
taller.
Is Ossian getting colder?
That's not
You
possible.
know, I do feel a little blue recently.
Oh, too bad I didn't cause it up today.
Okay, so
I'd rather
as you enter into the Arboretum here, you see a canopy of golden leaves. Yeah, switch over here because we do have a special sound set for
Use
this.
some canapé right now.
A special sound set. I'm gonna get crushed.
So yes, you see a canopy of golden leaves crowning the trees inside this sunken basin. The trees grow in stark contrast to their bleak surroundings, their branches swaying even though the air is deathly still. And as you can hear in Sirenscape there, it's actually raining a little because there are vents around the perimeter of this depression here into the in the floor in the main surface of the city, and they emit these little grey puffs of gaseous kind of material which floats up above the treetops, gather together and then rain on the Arboretum. And
Are there plaques? The trees? Since this is an arboretum.
Are there what, sorry?
Plaques? The trees?
It does. No, I don't think so. But there's definitely a larger central tree in the main area there.
And it was not raining outside of this area.
No.
Was it snowing?
Nope, you're deep beneath the surface.
Can I use... Sorry, I haven't used this at all on the stream, and I'm about to use it 3 times in a row. I would like to use Druidcraft to predict the weather and see if, like, it just rains regularly every day here to do my, see if it's going to rain in 24 hours.
Okay. It definitely seems like it is not natural by any means. It's definitely these gaseous vents that are creating this effect magically. And there's also some other unnatural magical effects like doming over the space, but you're not inside yet, so you can't see it.
You know, I think we're actually quite lucky, Mike.
Why?
Because it could be raining men.
That would be pretty heavy.
Uh-huh.
Although,
would
when
hurt.
they land, they leave pretty good specimens.
Oh, well, yes, it's such a silver lining. So, Zero, do you know what one of these trees would be considered the nether oak?
Yes, it lies at the center.
The center. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Here, have some jerky.
Oh, see, everybody wants to get on your good side now, Zero.
No, it's just for reward. It's a carrot stick system. So good behavior entails reward.
I thank you for that, Mike. It is clearly the kindness that you have shown me that is influencing the others.
And don't you forget where that kindness from.
I shall not, mysterious one.
Now who's the evil one? And
just purr. All right, nether oak, let's go. I just start trudging off,
Okay.
waddling with quickness.
As you pass through, hey, Grimjack Hollow, welcome in.
just see Aussie and just like Groot walking through.
It really just feels like bushes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Grimjack, this is this is one of the newer campaigns on the channel, but it is already at level 10 because they started up at the upper end of tier 2. We are playing a high-level evil campaign, and they are questing in search of an artifact that they have been sent to look for by Vecna. Thank you, Jess. Okay, so you start to make your way down into the arboretum and amongst these golden trees, and looking up, there's clearly some sort of magical effect that's usually in use over the top of the park here, but it's clearly malfunctioning, and it keeps flickering between a violent-looking storm and a field of stars, a night sky.
That's probably not very good for the trees.
At least they don't lack for recreation.
I bet they could use some sunshine, though.
At one point, they probably did have it. This technology, this I wouldn't be familiar with in an atmospheric setting, but where I came from, this is almost a bit of a common occurrence in some parts. It's just the magics are unusual. I've never seen anything like this before. I wonder if this is more for agriculture, or if this was part of the entertainment, as it were.
As a druid school former student, would I have any idea what this is about?
The nether oak itself?
No, just what's going on with the trees and the weather situation over here. Because I've been imagining it like a mister at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Keep the fresh.
Sounds accurate, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And also the trees are reminding of your university days quite a lot because the golden oaks. You were at university at the Court of Golden Oaks in the Shadow Realm there, before they mistakenly
Didn't understand.
just didn't know what great research as you were doing. It just sort of fell on.
Now, just imagine, if you will, these roots with like little skeleton hands just clawing onto all of them. And then one day, skittering out, you've got vegetable skeleton folks. Glorious, isn't it? It would have looked just like this. It would have been golden vegetable bone folk. My private army.
That's where you lost him, I think. Just that last... It was fine up until that last line. Okay, so you start making your way through the park. Just... It probably feels... It's been a long time since most of you felt rain. Ocean, in particular, like the only area of this planet that you've experienced is Icewind Dale. So you've seen nothing but snow. Did you have rain back home?
I think it would have been artificial like this.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have felt familiar, because otherwise I think out in astral space, probably, the astral sea probably wouldn't have had like real rain. So this is as close to rain as he would. So he would assume this is all rain is.
Yeah.
I would think.
Okay. And yeah, Velin, you wouldn't have had any since you came up from Luskan, from the university. And Vuzlin, this is probably your first time, right?
Yes.
You've done Underdark and then Icewind Dale, so...
I know water falls from the sky and snow, but no, being warm enough to have wetness is that's interesting. So this is what it looks like when it gets warm.
Indeed.
It's unpleasant. Messes up your fur and gets your whiskers all faffy.
Yes, I'm getting.
I just pull out my backpack and hold it over my head.
It's an amazing smell. Yes, wet fur, not pleasant.
Then just whipping back and forth and irritating.
Xenophon holds up. Just like holds up their elbows. I guess so the arms are bound. They're like, everyone, stop, please. There. And he points ahead to the center of the park, and there is a large, twisting, gnarled, dark, bark-covered, evil-ass-looking tree.
Yeah.
There lies the Nether Oak.
That looks pretty splendiferous.
Shall we take a peek?
Hell yeah.
Up and down
Like
with
I
the
did.
rest.
Okay. Xenophon says, but please, everyone. It is... a malignant, thoroughly unpleasant being. No normal tree.
So are we. We are also malignant, fairly unpleasant beings. So I am sure we can figure something out. How do you traditionally approach this tree, Zero?
We do not. It is dangerous. It has been known to tear people apart, merely to splash their blood upon its roots.
Oh, it's a vampire oak.
I don't think so. I think the flower is okay. Just for the love of killing the person, I think, rather than any nutritional value.
Are there any spare twigs of nether oak around that we could just fashion a wand out of that? Broken bits?
You think
Worth an ask.
with the collapse and the the huge collision that everything went through here, there probably would be, yes. And if you are stealthy enough, maybe you won't wake it up.
Guidance.
On.
Well, it sounded like Villain was going to do a sneak, so I
Well,
was just...
I can
Boop.
My stealth is
Actually-
pretty miserable.
I can help in this case, and I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Yes, yes.
Nice,
Ah,
nice,
nice.
nice. Okay, so who is going to collect the wood?
Who is?
She.
Well,
I
let's
might
see,
be the
who's-
stealthiest.
That is true.
Well, you
Because
are.
I have a
yes,
+1. I mean, we could do a team so that way if anyone, maybe we go in a pair. So that way, not
Well, I
if
do have.
something.
Well, I have a +6 and now a +10 to that. So,
Mhm.
Mike, what is your current? And if you had to put a number on your
Zero
stuff,
Fontaine's like, what are you talking about?
you have to stay out of this.
It's all
Looks like-
semantics, Zero.
the-
Just give us a moment.
The grown-ups are talking. So,
Boozlin, you are almost as sneaky as a cat, but not quite.
okay.
Ooh.
All right. Well, Pass Without a Trace is on all of us, but you get the extra bit because I can cast it on 6 people.
Okay. Mike, remember you also have the charm of invisibility.
Oh, yeah. I
Hmm.
have to, like, activate that, though, right?
Yeah.
It's like a special thing, yeah. I feel like I want to use that when I'm in combat. I need to
Okay.
not be...
Oh, my apologies. It's a self. It is a Pass Without a Trace is on a self. I thought it was a brain.
No, it says you and your companions.
hmm
For each creature, you choose within 30 feet of you, including you. That's what it
Yeah,
posted.
the range
in April
is
20.
self.
You,
Yeah.
you and your companions. Oh, okay. I apologize. Like that goes against everything I know about it. But yeah, that's. The
It's
word.
because
Okay.
it's because the shadows and silence radiate from you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was not very silent.
No, I'm not silent.
We need to sound effect the silence, John.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Come on.
John, you gave me the charm of invisibility, but you didn't
Yes.
tell me how often I can use it.
I did not.
I know a creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the creature is wearing or carrying becomes invisible as long as it is on the target's person.
Mm-hmm.
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Mm-hmm.
But is it like a spell? Or is it like a... It doesn't say.
Just a moment. I think it works as the spell. Yeah, as written, I believe.
What level spell is it?
2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries.
The Frozen Grove.
All right. I'm sorry, Mike. What are you trying to do again?
I was trying to see... Oh, it's for 1 hour. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have options for higher levels. It just says the spell. So it must be the regular level.
Okay.
It says if.
I don't know why it didn't let me put this in my actual spells. That was very annoying. D&D account.
Yes, once we're on Roll20, that'll be easier because you can just drag and drop from the compendium.
I'll just be sneaky and
Okay.
do
Well,
some stealth.
Just
Let me
regular sneak.
also. Okay. Well, one.
Since I have
sorry.
Pass Without Trace and Guidance.
You have the Pass Without a Trace. Yes. And also. Oh yes. Never
Oh.
mind. I can.
That's a 35 before Guidance.
I do both. Yes.
Mr. Beauregard.
Let me just do this.
Oh, that's a 37.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going by
No,
yourself with anyone else?
I think we're all arguing and
Can
just
anyone
noticing.
follow
Where'd Mike
me,
go?
or have I disappeared from
Yeah,
this
okay.
plane entirely?
Excellent.
So sneaky.
Good. Yep. So you go sneaking up towards the tree, and
Why stay small?
the damage of the collision and the fall from the sky has indeed left some broken branches. And your friend, I mean, Mike was here last week if Jess was not, but it was, they thought they needed to craft a wand.
Okay.
So you kind of get a branch that would be big enough to do that.
I'll take that branch.
Okay.
And then...
And
Oh!
the tree does not stir.
I really want to talk to the tree.
Mm.
I really want to talk to the tree.
Mm-mm.
I'm on a mission, so I'm going to at least bring the wand back.
Wisdom saving throw?
Sure. I can do that. I'm not terribly wise. Oh, that's a 4.
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna use my crystal to make that the 16.
Yes.
No.
Oh my
no.
goodness,
A
no.
crystal is a reroll, not
Oh, okay.
advantage.
A 10
A 10. That
is better than a 4.
is the lower half of the dice. It's up to you, of course.
I will think better of it, but I'm sorely tempted, and gonna come back, basically like drop the wand off, and then just start scuttling back over to be like, all right, there's the wand. I want to go see what's up with this tree.
Oh no.
Let them go.
Yeah, we should know better. I'm sorry.
No, I know it
He-
was only like an
Okay.
hour ago. What are we supposed to do with this stick?
Well,
We are
Fashion.
taking a. Go ahead.
we were going to fashion it into a wand. Velen, do you have any expertise in turning normal branches into wands?
I did not, but I am sure that we will find something useful in this town to help us do so. They wouldn't have a secret, sacred anvil chamber unless there was a way to access it. As we all watch Mike crawl up to his certain doom,
Okay, so Mike, you make
we're
your
all
way back over
watching and just like,
towards
yeah,
this
it'll be fine.
evil-looking tree.
I get her ring. I call dibs on the magic items.
Okay.
Kind of look at the tree like, wow, far of view.
From nearby,
Yeah.
there is a creaking, cracking sound as the branches start to move more than they were in the magical wind, and the tree looms over you. What is it that disturbs my slumber?
I'm gonna do a courtly, elegant bow. So, Yalin Myconic, spellcaster and lover of plants.
No, it cannot be. All the spellcasters have been turned. Madness has taken them, and they are monstrous.
Yeah, I'm new in town. That's a pity about them, though. You okay, John?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to see if I can do the voice. Excuse me.
Hurts, doesn't it? It can get you right there.
Still trying to get rid of this cold.
I I
let's
heard
stretch
you
it, man.
liked splashing blood on your roots, and if all the spellcasters done died, then you probably ain't had any blood for a while. So I was wondering if you wanted me to bring you some.
I was about to say I was rather amused by the downfall of those ridiculous creatures. But if you are also out for some bloodshed, won't that just be delicious?
I'm not particularly out for it. I just heard that was the one thing that I heard about you. I apologize. I don't rightly know your name, but I'd heard that you were very impressive and that you were into blood. Now, I'm not nearly as impressive as yourself. I've done a little bit of studying. I'm quite into bones myself, but blood does have its uses, and I find that they often go hand in hand. Like, once somebody bleeds out, then their bones are free for experimenting on. So I figured you and me, plants, bones, blood, making paste together, could maybe work something out. But that is if you're amenable to it, and I am sorry for waking you up. I just had a scientific proposition. Yelling my kind, at your service.
Give me a persuasion check. With advantage.
Oh, nice. That's a 26.
Yes. Go forth, little creature. Destroy. Render them down to their very bones. And if there is any left, I've heard bone meal is quite good for the roots.
You know what? I did have some plants that thrived after I put some bone paste in there. I can bring some for you if we stop back this way again. What do you like to be called?
I am the Nether Oak.
Oh, okay. So that's not just what they call you. That's your preferred nomenclature.
I am
Pleased to meet you, Nether Oak.
the Nether Oak. There are no others of my species.
Well, that must get awfully lonely.
No, I am the one supreme. I shall suffer no pretenders to my line.
I got a buddy Boozlin. You might like him. You two have some stuff in common.
Go forth, and I hope that there are some pathetic life forms still left for you to take advantage of.
Well, thank you, the Nether Oak. It was wonderful to make your acquaintance. Next body I kill, I'll dedicate it to you. I'll give him some finger guns and head back.
Okay.
It's a nice tree.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it.
And by the way, that's, if I may quote, that conversation was emanating from its gnarly face. I quote the module.
Thanks, module.
There's a couple of skaters in the park. Oh, the gnarly face.
That's quite acorny.
Yes, quote unquote, saturated in profane magic, the tree developed a brooding sentience and a gnarly face.
I'm kind of imagining more the tree from Pocahontas, but you know.
Yeah, me too. But I didn't want to say. I felt like it was really inappropriate.
I mean, it is rude.
But I was too.
It's like grandmother tree, but it's just sickly oak tree, same face,
Yeah.
just a little edgelord.
just grandmother just on a pissy day.
Yeah, bitter old lady version of grandmother tree.
Did you
Gosh.
bring me my luckies? You didn't go back out.
Since you said it like blood, I kept thinking of the werewolves from the Song of Ice and Fire, since they're
Oh
like
yes.
the
Oh
red
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
like
that's
blood,
I think that's
like,
yeah, that's like a kind of more scrunched up, like scowly version of that. Yeah. Okay, so
or
mission,
like the
snap.
mission
Grand
succeed.
Oak from Dragon Age Origins.
Always a nimble cat. As Mike comes back to us.
Indeed. So, beyond the borders of the Arboretum, we have the library nearby. You have the next Wizard's Tower, and you have been told that these Wizard's Towers probably contain the hints to the, the opening of the tower. This is where you found the first clue, anyway. And then there's the arcane building beyond that, or there is more to the north. There is another large tower right here. And Xerophon will tell you, hey Burn, that tower north of the Arboretum is the Tower of Divination.
I think the library would serve us well because we have a lot of things we want to know, and we're just going to keep coming across more puzzles.
See if they have any graphic novels. I missed the last subscription.
Nothing too graphic, please. Okay. So
If we shall, maybe
yes, go for it.
maybe we can find out how to make this stick into a wand, how to play this game.
I grab the stick and say, it's easy. You just say, but I don't know if that's going to work or not.
Velen, as the wizard in the group and the one who's studied all of those years, please feel free to punish Ruslin for that.
Guidance.
Pass without a trace is still up. I would disappear.
Yeah, that is all it takes. You keep working on that. Let's go. And Velen just starts walking toward the library.
I didn't see you cast any spells earlier. The cast without a trace. I could do that too. Not such a big deal. I have swords too. Gandalf bullshit here.
I've been trying to keep from just using all my spells because I don't know where we are and I don't know where we're at just yet since this is only my second session in. But I've had a few that I've been wanting to use and I'm just like, ooh,
my spell slots are sacred. Oh, I hear it so many times.
Wow, that impression is uncanny. And I'm not gonna do it. I don't wanna. Okay, we're gonna go. We're going to the library.
Long time for a long rest.
Belen's walking to the library.
Please.
Pull out my sword. I cast cutting words.
There's an organist in the library.
Say again, sir?
Spicy in the library.
Yes, indeed. Okay, as you approach, I'm gonna keep the music going because it's suitably gothic. As you make your way out of the Arboretum towards this massive building, in, of course, quite a state of disrepair, but you see that the colossal building has many lofty turrets in a state of some damage and decrepitude. The ground below is littered with rubble from fallen towers. A giant-sized door, Olsien, lucky, at the base of the structure stands slightly ajar.
I open the door.
Further?
Slightly ajar door.
It's medium ajar.
Velen,
Okay.
please. Let me give a full ajar. I'll help you push it.
Okay. Does take quite a bit of effort, but perhaps more of a magical effect on it in the past. But yes, you do make your way inside. Let's do this. Okay. Creeping into the interior of this massive structure you can see inside Velin something that reminds you of the libraries of the Arcane Brotherhood, all of those hidden away tomes of knowledge, greedily hoarded, kept away from others, and just for the purposes of your organization. Mike, as an appreciator of stories and lore, you've never seen the like of this, just this huge structure with gantries up to higher levels and doorways off and spiraling staircases up into these towers. A labyrinth of bookshelves stretches in front of you, all of them crammed with books on so many subjects, just pretty much anything conceivable, many of which have, of course, tumbled down into the aisles, kind of almost making little like, mounds, like, when snow drifts. It's like you've just got these like bits where like a bunch of the books kind of fell together, and there's like little book dunes in the aisles here. And yes, what would you like to do?
I am going to start looking for like our sections labeled, or like I'm looking for something that would be like, creating magical items, or crafting stuff that is related to wands.
Let's have a look here.
DIY magical items section.
Okay. I'm just just double checking here.
Look for the home improvement aisle.
Okay.
And a window that needs to be resashed, so help me out.
So yeah, you start to search in. Are you all sticking together?
Sure.
I think for now, yeah.
Okay.
I'll just pull out the skull of my wraith friend that we had to kill, because I do know that he liked books.
How sweet cat you are.
I'm not waking him up. I just, wanted to see.
Vuzlin will just grab random books here and there and see if they can read whatever it is, and if it doesn't have a picture, he'll just kind of toss it.
Okay.
I do want to keep an eye out for any like early reading books.
Yeah.
Because it would be nice to teach Redfall how to read.
Okay. Thank you kindly.
Redfall's learning how to speak. It's time.
Okay.
But I will go with the group. I'm not going on my own adventure. It's just if we happen to see like C-Spot run or something, right? Or like C
Go
is for
dog.
cat. I'm gonna
Go
pick up
dogs
for
go.
Redfall.
Dr. Netheresian Seuss. Dr. Nether Seuss.
It's called Soyce here, Dr. Soyce.
Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss.
So, as you are making your way around and looking through the various options here in books and having a search for what you're looking for, roll me an investigation check.
All of us?
Anyone who's investigating.
Yeah,
I got a
Yeah,
6.
what the hell?
I'm
I
investigating.
don't even see any
I'm
books here.
investigating. I
I'll give
am really good
guidance.
at investigation. I am so
So-
good at this. Ooh,
Awesome.
19.
19 as well.
Okay.
Well, then you don't need it.
Mike?
14.
I see all the picture books.
Thank you. So, yeah, I think Velin, the system employed here is completely different to the one at the Arcane Brotherhood's library. You're just like, oh, you can't find anything.
What a mess.
And yes, the general disrepair of the place and the scattered books is not helping. Mike, you will find something that could be used that way, but it is a small illuminated tome called N is for Netheril, And you will find it, but not immediately with that roll. It will take a little work. But before anybody finds anything, you hear a sound, footsteps, and the. Let me just quickly. Yes, the creaking of little wheels. You hear it before you see anything. What do you do?
I just got excited because I was like, are these the things from Candlekeep? Those fun little clockwork librarians? But Mike doesn't probably know about those unless they had them at...
I'm going to try to slip into... Yeah, I'm going to try to hide. I'm just going to take a sword out and hide. And using that pass without a trace, it should still be out.
Yeah, I'll hide as well.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah, is the path without a trace still active?
Less an hour.
Yeah, it was still at this point you're
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Just about though.
Stealth time.
Okay, so yeah, everyone make a stealth check, please.
Oh God.
23
for me.
18.
34.
Okay. And let's see if our friend here is any better. No. Okay. Yes, you do manage to avoid detection, it appears, as strutting into view, carrying a bundle of scrolls, you all see a robed, jackal-headed humanoid.
An Arcanoloth!
An Arcanoloth. Picture on Roll20 there. Comes into view, and as they're pattering along there, they kind of look over their shoulder where that creaking noise is coming from, and they're like, "Come along, Kingspot! Come along! We must find it. It's here somewhere. It must be." And the sound of the creaking wheels gets a little faster as their companion appears. An eyeless, white, 5-foot-tall penguin in a leather harness, which is shuffling along behind, dragging a small cart laden with books.
It is criminal that you are not showing a picture of this to us.
I'm working on it. Here you go.
Okay. I
quite
thought there
disturbing.
was not.
It is not going to. It won't be as
Oh my
bad as what's
God.
on my mind.
Why does it have weird tentacle flippers? Oh, I hate it. I love it.
Just all it needs is a ball gag.
Oh.
I hate it
I
a
said-
little more.
Not too
Excuse
graphic,
me, what
please.
kind
It's
of-
just pulling out cards. It's in a harness.
What do you do with your penguins?
No penguin shaming here, please.
Consensual penguins.
It has no eyes.
No, it does not.
Yet it sees.
Yet it sees clearly. It's
That's
not bumping into anything.
Is that something we can trust?
Do you say that?
No.
In your character voice, nonetheless.
You're all
I know better.
hiding.
Yes.
So you're just going to wait for it to pass by?
I am.
Yeah. I mean, when we came in, we were making some noise and we were kind of chatting. So I imagine that once it gets to some level of deepness in the library, that will be okay to whisper. Paying extra special close attention to our vicinity of the penguin.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to listen to their conversation.
Sure. Let's have a look here. Okay. So, they keep moving along, and actually, what's the communication like here? Oh, okay. So yeah, they're speaking common, and the Arcanoloth turns to the penguin and is like, "Come along, Kingsport, come along. I do not want to waste that scroll of plane shift for nothing. Never before have we found a library such as this. They must be here. They must be. Keep looking, keep up, come on." And the penguin goes, "Yes, boss."
Oh,
So they're not in the library. I'll pop out. Okay, I already did that. Oh
My God.
You step out from behind a shelf?
Not just stepping. I would like to do something pretty cool about it. Do like emerge from hiding acrobatically and with some sparkle magic.
Okay.
Using my druid craft. So it's impressive at least.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
See how impressive I am, actually. Okay, 23.
Ooh, wow. Okay. So
Very
yes,
nice.
you come spiraling out of the bookshelves, parkouring off the shelves, and wreathed in magical lights dancing around you. And the Arcanoloth lets out a joyful gasp as he sees you, and he says, "Ah, you must be the librarian, not a magical entrance for such a magical library. Scrivenscry has need of your assistance."
You are correct.
Splendid,
I am, in fact, the librarian. However, this is no longer a lending library. This is a buying library. And I have so many books to sell to you, most valued customer, Scrivenscry, and I apologize. What was your name? Kingsport? Pleased to meet you. My name is Whispering Myconid. Let's keep our voices down. It is a library.
Okay. Let's see here.
You can call me Mike.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Yes, we have some specific tomes that we are looking for. I must insist that you help us as best you can. But it is a library, and a library in a lost and destroyed city, no less. So I do not think that you have use for any coin.
I know, that's where you would be wrong. My dear Scrivenscry. Tell me about this tome that you're looking for. Maybe we can come to an agreement of some sort.
While this is going on, Vuzlin will stealth around and try and like circle around them and come at them from behind.
Sure. You can keep the same
If
stealth
you
check from
murder
before.
my new customers, I swear to God, Smoozlin.
Okay. He's like,
I'll wait till after your transaction.
"Well, young Mike, I am Scrivenscry, dare I say it, genius in the field, and I am so close to the perfect collection. There are just a few tomes that elude my extensive network of contacts and those that would aid me in my researches, and I have been searching the very planes of existence for their location. And you can understand why I was excited to discover your
library. Now, I assume you are some sort of guidance illusion or something created by the library? Everything else is dead or twisted beyond salvation?
No, that's where you'd be wrong. This library is under new management.
Oh, really? What claim might you have over this fountain of knowledge?
The claim of finders keepers and the gift of the nether tree. The nether oak.
What does a silly tree have to do with any of this? Apart from perhaps one day providing us with a few more pages.
See, call yourself a lover of reading and you can't even respect what makes paper. I'm not sure we can do business after all. You might not be able to find that scroll. I'm so sorry. Well, I'll just be collecting my fee then for your visit to the library, and you can be on your way.
You shall do no such thing. I have my work to finish. Kingsport, come. This pretender is clearly not a member of the staff.
I have a fish skull in my bag, and I would like to give it to Kingsport.
Scriven Scry does not notice that as he turns and starts kind of stalking off down the aisle. And you kind of do that, and Kingsport says, thanks very much. Kingsport, come on, now, at once. He's like, reciprocity. And he gives you a small piece of paper.
Thanks, buddy. If you're ever looking for a new job, this one pays.
Kingsport! Yes, boss.
What's on my paper?
It's a small piece, and you unfold it, and it says in common, help me.
Oh no.
The baby!
It's actually a piece of leather, and he seems to have scratched it with his beak.
Baby! Alright, well that Yugoslav isn't paying and he's being mean to his help. He needs to die.
Yeah, I was actually going to... I know I'm not a rogue, so there's no sneak attack here, but I was going to take I was going to sneak up and take my attacks on on the first person. Sorry, name escapes me.
Scriven Scry?
Scriven Scry, yes.
It's a good name.
Yes. So that dude's got to go.
Okay, let me pop out some tokens here. I think I might need them.
He doesn't respect my pay library.
Strange. It's funny it hasn't caught on anywhere. as a concept.
Has. Bookstores are a thing.
You didn't call it a bookstore, though. I think that was your first mistake.
Like I said, Mike is very nimble and very good at talking, but has all of the wisdom of a bag of hammers.
Okay, so as Scriven Scry stalks off down the aisle with Kingsport flapping along behind, there is a sudden blur of movement, and a drow erupts from the bookshelves. And you will get a turn before any reaction.
23 to hit.
2 seconds.
Okay, sorry.
Oh my.
Heck yeah!
Okay. Right.
So yes, you erupt from the shelves there and into combat. And oh, inspiration for Mike. Thank you, Vatem. Okay. Now, my friends, it is about to kick off in the shelves here. So, if anyone has, especially if you have your Prime subscription kicking around, and you would like to instill some shenanigans, a sub or a gift sub will set things rolling, interestingly. Excuse me. Okay, let us bring up our turn order. And let's get you guys. Haha, thank you, Rishi.
Sure.
Oh no, what did you do?
And
Rishi?
Daisy, thank you.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay, now. Thank you very much for those. Daisy, who would you like to get a spin of the wheel? And Rishi, who, other than yourself, would you like to get a spin of the wheel?
Velen.
Why, thank you.
Velen Harple with a spin of the wheel. Okay, do yours first. Velen Harple. Haha, Daisy also went with Velen Harple. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
Your necromancer is clearly angry, and you wouldn't like them when they're angry, as they grow a size, catching up with Ossian immediately. And the second,
Nice.
this increase of size, you kind of crash into the bookcase as you hold on. Oh shit! As you grow a size twice.
Oh my god!
Yes! I'm so
Oh
glad we
my
can finally see
god!
eye to eye.
Austin, you're not alone anymore.
She-Hulk is a lawyer, so it makes sense in the library.
So, Velen Harple, you are now a huge creature. You knock over the bookshelves to either side, crashing down as books rain down.
Oh my god.
Your owl alarmedly sort of flaps off into the shadowy recesses above. And Orsia, who are you helping out here?
I am.
Thank you.
And you know, I believe our dear Mike needs a little extra.
A little extra.
We'll see. We'll see.
Little-
Is the wheel
little-
broken? Is it...
Little ginning up, so to speak. Yeah.
Whoops! All strength. A little strunk bad.
Oh, it's like Barty Rubble.
Nice.
God, that's so good.
This is
All
absolutely the most chaotic combat we've had all campaign, and I am here for it.
Okay, Mike, refresh your character sheet. I have made your strength 20. Amazing.
That's disgusting. I love it.
Okay. And thank you for the follow that was in there as well.
rapier time.
Fat Dad Gaming. that rings true. Oh, look at that. Hype train coming in there. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so everyone type in your initiative there.
Yes, sir.
Kingsport will not be partaking.
Oh,
Oh,
that
that's
was
not
terrible.
too bad.
That was really bad.
That could have been worse.
Ooh, it came through.
Huh.
Okay, yeah, type yourselves in
this
there.
one's going very
Let's
fast.
do Fushiro.
Hero gets disadvantage because they're hungover.
Actually, yeah, let's just say I think the four of you are going to be enough. So Fushiro, the arcane blight is clearly hurting Fushiro greatly.
Good. Yeah, that's some good way to wrap it up. He put some books together. He's taking a nap in one of the corners.
I take a nap. I take a nap right here. Yeah,
Take a
good
nap. Take a
night.
nap right here.
Okay. Mike, do you want to type in your initiative there?
Where am I? Oh, right there. Look at that.
Okay, found
A
it.
beautiful 9.
Not the slowest. By 2, you're the third slowest. If that helps. Okay, so Vuzlin. You.
Well, okay. Yeah.
Good news here.
Yeah.
You get 2 rounds because the first one everyone is in the surprised condition, so So we go all the way through, and you're at the top of the round, so you go again.
Very
Okay,
nice.
all right. In the surprise, do I get my 2 attacks? I can't remember. Because I get 2 attacks per turn.
Yeah, you're taking a round. Yes, so both attacks with advantage.
All right. Well then, okay. So that was the first. I'll take my second attack for my surprise. I'm sorry, I did not do that properly with just roll it twice. Okay, so 18 was to hit. So first one was 23, next one was 18.
They both hit.
Okay. So I will the first damage. Why did that say that? Oh, okay. So, yeah, okay. 1d8 plus 4. Right. 7 plus. Well, that one gets favored foe. That was 7 points of slashing, and then the second one is.
Is it magical?
It is magical. Yes. Okay. 11 points of slashing plus a d6 for favored foe. 3 points of extra slashing damage.
Okay. So right. You burst from the bookshelves and slash into the creature. It is stunned and surprised by the sudden ferocity of the blows. Your second round of regular attacks.
Of regular attacks.
No longer surprised.
No longer surprised. 23.
That'll hit.
Damage. 9 slashing plus an extra d6.
That's a lot.
Of 2.
Okay.
And then second attack. Oh, can't win them all. 11.
That misses, I'm afraid. Okay. Thank you. Ocean with Mike on deck. It goes 17 and the next one is 9. No one in between.
That is a heck of a drop.
Yeah,
oh my
right?
goodness.
No one in the middle.
Fun question, because I'm dumb. About how far away is our dear friend if I'm over by the bookshelf? The Arcanula?
I'll say they're about 40 feet away because they'd moved. They'd taken a movement to
40
before
feet
this
away.
happened. Mm-hmm.
You know, you love to hear that. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to move 10 feet, kind of swing out from the hiding spot. We will draw Vladimir's spear, and we'll go ahead and just lunge it at him.
So you're running up next to him?
No. I'm actually going to throw it. So what I'm going to do is, from my position, I'm going to move 10 feet. He's 30 feet away from me, so I'm just going to throw Vladimir's spear at him.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Lovely. So, damage-wise, you're going to see... where are you? There you are. Very good. That's 15 damage.
Type, please.
Yes, magical piercing. I apologize.
Okay.
Then we are going to chronological echo all the way over to his position, 30 feet, with the spear, and then make our second attack with the bonus action.
So yeah, so you hurl the spear, it thuds into their side, and they yowl, and then you disappear and reappear right next to them, yank it out of them, and then attack them again.
I love us.
You know what? I think this would be a wonderful use of the crystal. Actually,
Sure.
That was a natural one. That is a 23 to hit, which I assume will.
Yep.
And that is going to be another 15 magical piercing.
All right. They are bloodied.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. So that brings us to Mike with Velen on deck.
How close am I to this dude?
You are 30 feet away.
30 feet.
Yeah. because you moved away from your friends, but then he moved away from you.
Okay. Then I will use my movement to walk up to him.
Soldier.
Like,
How do you react to the bookshelves exploding behind you, and now your boss is 20 feet tall, basically?
oh. I'm acting like I planned this. Like, all you had to do was pay for the books. I told you, this is my paid library. And,
you just hear very good, very good. There's like a flapping of flippers.
And your card's overdue.
And then I'm gonna stab him since I have all strength. That's a 28.
Ooh. That'll hit.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
And that's 12 piercing. I assume it's reduced to half because it's not magical.
Non-magical, yeah. Yeah, it was resisted,
Plus 1 for sneak attack, so I don't even know if I get the sneak attack bonus for that.
Yep, because Ulcian's beside.
Oh, I just meant since it was just a 1 on sneak attack, that brings me up to 13, so I don't know if you're reducing that to 6 or 7. But
Right.
then I will, for a bonus action, Misty Step the frick away and teleport behind my large boss.
Notes it.
So I'm now 30 feet away.
All right. Done. Speaking of large bosses, Felon Harple.
Is I the large boss? I am going to.
So you can't do undercover. You can't do undercover boss.
No, impossible. Absolutely impossible.
Out of the cover.
I am going to.
Love that Kylo Ren one. It's so funny.
I assume all my weapons grew with me, right?
Yes.
Okay. It'd be really funny. I pull out like this toothpick dagger. I am going to cast magic weapon on my dagger and then close whatever gap there may be, however small that may be in my large state, and it's going to be 18 to hit.
There's something a kind of cathartic kind of joy, like all the time you've spent slaving over books and things, just to wade through bookcases, just smashing them and sending the books flying everywhere. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun.
I care not for knowledge, and in this moment, in this heightened state of largeness. 18 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And it's going to be 3 damage.
What are you using?
The dagger.
The dagger. Okay. You also get an extra 2d4 extra damage because they are huge. It's a huge dagger.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Dagger.
7 damage.
An extra 7. So the total of 10.
No, total of 7. I'm sorry.
Wow. So on 3d4
I had
you
3
got 7.
and 4. Total of 7 as I bring down this huge, enormous dagger and like go right across his cheek, and then other than that, nothing.
No, it was
first time.
2d4 extra damage. So.
Yep, I rolled a 2 and a 2.
I see.
So I had 3 damage to begin with, and then I rolled a 2 and a 2, so I got 7 damage total.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can simple math sometime today. Today I can simple math.
No, it wasn't the addition. It was the number of dice rolled I was worried about. Okay. And that you said you cast magic weapon on that?
Correct.
That's a bonus
So
action?
I already included the +1.
Mm-hmm. That's a bonus action?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
is a bonus action.
Nicely done. Okay. And let's see here. Okay. By the way, whilst you're in this size, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Oh.
Let that be noted.
Fantastic.
Okay. Scriven Scry.
is going to... Let's have a look here. Okay, Scrivener's Cry is going to desperately unfurl one of those parchments that they were carrying, and touch a paw to it, and you see all these runes just glow across the parchment, and the magic bursts from it and writhes up around his paw, which he then points at... you, Velen. filling his field of view. He's like, you reek of necromancy. Let's see how you like it on the other side. And could you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Sure. $13.
Okay. You take...
Wait. No, wait, I don't think I can do that.
As the magic just comes off their claw and slams into your huge form, you feel the necrotic energy just branching out through you and just corrupting all of your vital energy, and you take 61 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And as he finishes up with the scroll there, he then uses his own magic and let's see here. And yes, disappears in a swirl of arcane energy as he teleports away. You're on your own, you stupid penguin!
Oh, we got a penguin.
And he disappears.
That will bring us problems later, I'm sure.
Well, yes, well, we'll have to keep our eye out for that one. I don't know. I think that first bit taught him to stay clear of us, for sure. How are you doing? You boss, you doing okay?
I am worried about exploring the rest of the city in my current state. I don't know what has happened. And I look at Ossian. Did you pick up something else? Did you put it in my pocket? Is this a joke?
As much as I would like to give you something in your pocket, it would normally be dead. This is outside of my range of expertise. And I'll look over at Zero. You want to tell us what the hell's that was?
Velen, do you want to put that damage on your sheet?
I did a D6, right?
Sorry?
I'm at 72.
No, I said 61.
61.
Oh, shit.
That's a lot.
Not the same.
No.
That's a lot. It's not 61.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. I'm going to just go back to regular and then put 61. Well, shit. That little
Are you
shit.
dead?
He cast.
No,
No, not quite.
I'm not.
He cast Finger of Death on you.
Oh, yes, he did, yes.
78.
I'm like, I put it on there. I put it on there. I don't know what you're talking about. My bad.
78 plus 30.
Goodness.
So yes.
So for the first time all campaign, I'm going to look up at Velen and I will hand over the tower potion, which I have not yet used. You're looking a little rough, boss. You may need to take a swig of this before we continue. If this little rascal decides it's going to find its way back to us, I want to make sure you have a fair fight.
Where was that from?
That was from the tower. Do you remember
Is that the potion
fallen
I gave
tower?
you?
Yeah. No. No.
It's like
Wait,
fruitcake
no,
potion.
it is. It is. Yeah, it is. It's just being handed her.
It's
like-
what,
it's
Paul?
the-
What is it?
It's the Sisterhood of the Traveling Potion.
So it's like fruitcake.
It's the fruit-
Well, I'm gonna drink it. It's not going anywhere else. I need this.
I think it was Tower Room 12. That's what it said. And you said it was a healing potion, but to note that it was like Tower 12 or something.
That's right.
I was
That's
gonna
right.
say
Wow.
Tower 12
yeah, that
doesn't
was,
sound.
It's actually.
it's like a month ago, right? Yeah.
You mean in the Caves of Hunger, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 10.
In the
It was
caves.
number 10, yeah.
I drink this tiny cocktail.
Okay.
I know.
And you get.
Just pop it in your mouth and chew it at this point.
Right? The
Gummy.
glass would just be like
Yeah.
rock candy.
Just like one of those wax Coke bottles you used to get at Christmas.
It was a superior potion of healing.
Ooh.
So you get 25 hit points back.
Whew.
Yeah, makes my third level cure wounds look like shit. I'm gonna keep that.
Powerful stuff. Very powerful stuff.
That's a good kick. Okay. So,
By the way,
King's-
what? Looking up at you. Like, what?
I don't know. My greatness is coming out in physicality, I guess. She said, clearly kidding around.
Is she bigger?
She's 2
Y'all are
sizes
so tall.
bigger. Yeah. Yeah,
Y'all
she's
are just
now.
so tall, I can't tell.
she
Does
is.
that make her? Is that make her gargantuan?
Let's put it this way. She's looking for books on the upper levels.
Ah. A lot of dust up here. Should take care of that.
Yeah, it's actually quite hard, Velen, to get kind of like the mezzanines and like gantries and things that are all around the place. You're gonna have to like duck under them and like it's like a kid's obstacle course. You can get through. Now Kingsport is excitedly flapping up and down and with his little feet pattering on the floor, and he's like, well, but first let's take this off, and he just like uses his beak and worries the harness free and like tosses it aside. Thanks.
Is that the kind of help you wanted?
And then he looks across at Zero, and he's like, "Oh no, oh you're the same. No, you're the same." And starts pattering away as fast as he can.
Well, we kind of do the opposite. He's leaving.
We would never do it to a penguin.
Start pulling
Persuasion
around
check.
my bow. Boss, do you want me to? Do you?
I don't.
Do you want,
Mike, can I get a
He's
persuasion
the
check?
enemy of our enemy.
Persuasion check.
A persuasion check?
Please, Mike. Yeah.
20. Dirty.
Nice. He stops and he kind of looks back very anxiously, kind of like peeks round the bookshelf. One of you has a bow. Drawn.
I'm sorry.
He gets excited.
Seriously, we just want to talk. Who was that? Why was he treating you like shit? And it was consensual. This is something you want, but if you have, how long have you been down here? And the things that you can teach us. Might be a coin or two in it for you.
Slowly shuffling back. Well, first, I'm not a penguin. Despite appearances, the term is douleur.
Douleur.
And Ossian, you know what that is. The douleur are a small penguin-adjacent race that are existent throughout the various systems of wild space. Voracious traders and breeders of space swine. The winged astral piggies.
And sorry, a draconic reference came into my mind. Tobenai buto atadano butada. A pig that can't fly is just a pig. There's a I don't know if it's Ghibli. Is it Ghibli? There's a famous Japanese anime. It's about this pig air pilot.
Oh, Porco Rosso. Yeah.
Porco Rosso,
Yes,
yeah,
Ghibli.
that's Ghibli.
It's Ghibli. Okay, it's from that.
Rather be a pig than a fascist. That's from that.
Also a good line.
Yeah.
I know it's my second favorite Ghibli movie. I think Ossian will look over to the rest of the group just very casually. It's okay. Kingsfort's one of mine. And he will bend down to Kingsfort's level. You are a long, long way from home, friend.
Oh, we just arrived yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes. Scriven Scry promised me a life of enlightenment and has just basically enslaved me ever since.
So you were making deals with an opportunist.
He sounded so learned, so knowledgeable. How can one with such vast knowledge of so many things be so cruel?
The plains are full of those who would use knowledge to their greatest benefit and to our greatest detriment.
Are you
have to be careful.
Force of giants or something?
I'm probably the founding member of the Astral Goliaths. No,
Local 124.
Local 124. No, I wouldn't call it cursed. I suppose blessed. There's a long story behind it, but know that I am an astral elf. And
what?
I am also a long way from home.
That's ridiculous. They're not so huge.
You're
When I
telling
met
me.
him, he was just a little bit bigger than you and me.
The point is, you can trust them. I have. We are a very long way down, all of us. I'd like you to get home, but if you can help us, we would love to help you.
I don't really know what I can do. I don't know much. We only arrived, like I say, yesterday.
Please meet Sly. Sly is my companion. I think you two will be more of the same physical size, and perhaps you could keep each other company. There is safety in numbers, and we should keep our numbers larger, like our bodies, because we'd rather have you here, just like our friend Zero here, just to have them with us, because we need to know where everyone is. It's best that way.
I've done nothing wrong. You don't need to lock me up.
No, we're not. We trust you.
So what did he do?
Oh, he killed a penguin.
Deception check.
That is so good.
Cousin net 20. 21.
Yes! Yes!
Kingsport looks, is like, well, distant cousins at best, but seems a little rude.
Yes. Yeah, I said the same thing. See? So, please meet Sly. He's a bit of a misty figure. So, but you'll two get along great. Where else have you been? Did you just get here to the library, or have you been around the city more?
Well, we had to dodge through the streets a little. There's some nasty beasties out there.
Oh.
But
Were you at the lightning field? Lightning ball field? Or was it elsewhere beasties? What kind of beasties?
we were north of here. There were, these strange little creatures with only one eye. A couple of giant, like, hands made of force, like skulking around the place like spiders. Yeah. This place is strange.
Pot,
What
meat,
is it?
kettle. Anyway, I think that's so yes. So let's well, what so before we were so rudely interrupted, shall we continue our search of the literature here for what we're looking for? I believe it was something more of the lines of how to make a wand out of
I hope you're not looking for what Scriven was looking for.
Ah, well, what was Scriven looking for?
He was obsessed with some books. What were they called? Books of keeping?
Books of keeping what?
That was the full title, I think.
Would I know what
Yeah.
that?
I was just about to say, Vuzlin looks up, boss. I think this
Yeah.
is your department.
Yeah, I'd say
And for you to get into the game.
Velen. Yeah, I'd say these are famous mythical tomes, and it is a collection of 4 lost tomes. And if one was here, there would only be one of them. They're not all in the same place. But they are said to contain the true names of every Yugoloth ever created.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. So those are all of the
So-
infernal mercenaries.
Valuable.
Yeah.
I will look down and be like, and your warden thought that such a book was here.
He hoped so.
Talking to the
yes.
penguin.
Yes, he hoped so, but we haven't found any yet.
Well, we should look for this book too. It would be worth a lot of money, Mike, for your pay-to-play library.
The DLC.
If everybody's gonna be so rude about it as Scriven was, though, I might need a rebrand. Book and scroll shop. Scrolls are us. Something like that.
Kingsport. How
Scrolls
how
for
about
silver.
how about a subscription model?
I like the way you think. Oh, you and me, we're going places.
That's his dollar like trader minds kicking in.
Have
I
a
wanted
hype
to-
train after that, yes.
Wanted to ask, with the one-eyed creatures and the hands of force, do those sound familiar to anything that like we might have heard of?
You heard of some one-eyed creatures lurking in the caves, but you let them be
Okay.
before you came down here. And I mean, I think Velen and Mike could make a history check on those if you wish.
Oh dang, that's an at 20 for a 20.
Nice.
Woo!
Okay. The
Very,
combination
very nice.
The combination of Kingsport's description and what you heard from the Dryad, vicariously, through the others, you think these are Nothics.
Heck yeah!
And I think where had you heard? You'd heard from somewhere or someone that the surviving mages that had survived the crash were eventually driven mad and changed by the corruption of the magic here, and they had been turned into these creatures. So they are the remains of the mages
That's
that
what
used
you were asking about our surface thoughts. There's nothing. They can do that.
And Vuzlin, I believe, your journal had mentioned large awakened spells roaming about the place. So you think these might be awakened Bigby's hands.
Well, that's not going to bode well. I think those spectral hands are magically created Bigby's hands. They're very strong, and could crush someone like a grape in their grasp.
Probably not Oskian and Velen. Look how big they are.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. Me. Okay. Let me point that out. Me. I'm talking about me.
You and I can just hide.
That's true.
Honestly, it would probably be hard to find a grape in the grass, depending on the coloration and,
Sure. But, so let's, are we looking for this book now? Is that our new task, boss? Is that something you
it's been the task before that rude Arcanoloth interrupted us. And she's just, looking and dropping books.
Yeah. By the way, so I'm just going to share this little picture with you here. There you go. The living Bigby's hand. Living Bigby's hand.
Bigby.
Get some hit points too.
So, you continue, and Kingsport and Zero are just kind of coming along with you, and you start to search about the place. You find tons of history books and things. If you could get them back to a collector, they'd probably be quite valuable. Some of them have been destroyed by age, destroyed by the collapse and the collision when it fell from the sky. But you do. Let's see.
I open up the bag of holding and just bring it in. Just bring it in.
Vuzlin, could you roll me a D3?
Mm-hmm. D3. Okay. 1 sec. Is it exclamation D3 in roll 20?
/RD3.
Thank you.
Oh, with a space. Sorry.
Thank you. A 1.
Okay.
1.
So you do find one more piece of Ythryn lore from the collection. You find a treatise on the various educational facilities here, and you learn that apprentice mages would graduate from the House of the Arcane, which is over to the east. You're shown by your guide, and then they would join one of the 8 arcane towers, and each of the towers are dedicated to different schools of magic, which you've come across 3 of them already and explored 1. So you think that does follow through on that, and so yeah, that you find that information there. And the good news, I just do this. Yes, okay. You also discover an almanac of past Chain Lightning winners. Hey, Scarlet. And as you peruse through, having found this book on the sport, indeed, towards the rear of the tome, there is a summary of the game's rules.
We found it.
Indeed.
It's Australian rules rugby. It's Australian rules football. It's just bad. It's just icky.
And Vuslin, do you want to...
Yes.
The books that Kingsport was dragging around, there were 6 books. Each of them a treatise on the outer planes, and each one would be worth about 250.
Nice.
Those
That's
are
what I'm
ones.
talking about.
Those are ones that Scrivenscry had deemed valuable, if not what he was looking for.
All right, I'll add that to the inventory later. Look at the VOD and have a record.
You also, in your searching here, and it would take a few hours to look through this whole place. You also find a journal written by someone known as Thufius, who was one of the few mages who survived the crash. And it's their journal, and it describes how the city fell from the sky and the attempts of the doomed survivors to escape. They tried to use various magics and things, but it seemed to be there was some kind of some sort of dampening field that had, whatever it was that had caused the Mythala, which is apparently what keeps the city flying, to malfunction and plummet from the sky. Also, it was affecting other magic for a while, and none of them were able to escape, although that must have worn off by now, because you can see magical effects and things are happening and spells are working. The last entry in the journal reads, Iriolathus is convinced that aid will come in time from Netheril. I am not so sure. So, doomed and deceased, but correct. Which, you know, for an academic. So. And then lots and lots and lots of other books. Which we do need to go into complete detail on, right?
No, don't need
Tell me every title of every book, John.
Describe in vivid detail every synopsis of the books we come across.
Immerse me, DM. Immerse me.
Well, as this is probably a decent place to stop, but we do have a couple of minutes left. Each of you, as I...
Our skin sloughs off.
Let me, everyone, give a little shout out to Django Games, who gave us the Candlekeep Codex to help with Candlekeep Mysteries, although it is useful in any given situation with overly inquisitive players. Everyone, do please check out the fabulous Django Games on the DM's Guild. They have plenty of titles there, a few of which I believe are pay what you like if you want to check them out before committing financially. Awesome stuff. There's the cool Candlekeep Codex, which we're using for Candlekeep Mysteries. Has some subclasses, some new spells, some items, monsters, and 100 books.
Wow.
That's very dramatic.
So, everyone roll me a D100.
Yes.
I want this book so bad. I want one of those 100, but please, guys.
71.
Okay.
A 5.
Okay.
I got a 5 too.
Whoa! You both put your book on the your hands on the book at the same time, and it's like a little meet cute.
95, John.
Mine.
Okay. So, let's go through there. Okay, so yes, Velen, yours again? 70 something? You say?
71.
A 71, okay. Ooh. You discover a book titled The Foretelling of the Weather. Written by Mauilam Mokwil. It's in Elvish. The book's cover is embossed with the images of leaves, and it gives advice on how to predict the weather in the coming days. And if only Tarina had this.
You are just the worst. That is so rude to say. Oh, my heart!
Rishi, Jess, Steph's first ever D&D character in Descent into Avernus was killed by a magical meteor storm that was predicted by a weatherman.
But we didn't know when it was coming. And it happened, during a battle.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the sweetest, goodest character ever.
I need a moment to process this.
So yes,
Mike was there. Mike knows.
recommending both practical and arcane ways of doing weather prediction. Some recommendations include find a clump of moss, test how damp the moss is. If it's damper than the bark near the roots of the tree, rain will come soon. The chillest and driest air brings the harshest rain. When the moon is full, the chance of clouds is lessened. To look for storms to arrive at the waxing of the moon. And the puffier the clouds, the more chance of storms. If the clouds are dark, be wary of bolts of lightning cast from the sky. Appease the gods by paying tribute to new saplings.
I like how part of this book's advice is just like, look around.
Yeah, I was about to say, is the title actually Captain Obvious's book of weather prediction?
Like, is it hot outside? Put your hand out
Put
there.
your hand
If
out
it's
there,
in
right?
fact wet, it's raining.
I was about to say, Stephanie, we have a saying in Cleveland: if you don't like the meteor shower, wait an hour. So, you know.
We have the same we have the same saying in Florida, but it's like we say 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's right for Florida.
Okay, so, Velen, is it safe to say that you kind of slam it shut? Is it useless?
Yeah, I toss it down.
Okay, roll a d100.
I toss it to Mike, who I know has dropped out of Druid school, thinking that would be the person it would potentially interest me.
Roll me a d100, please.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, sure.
What'd you do wrong?
I don't know. I got a 3.
Nice.
Okay. As everyone continues their searches, we say you leave the library when, as Velen slams this book closed, a large peal of thunder reels from it. And about 70 minutes later, up in the vaulted ceiling of the main library room, thunderclouds form and it rains. So,
I made it angry.
Ocean, what was yours?
95.
A 95. Okay. You find the spell book of Gamantha Moondart. Which is... Where is it? Here. In common. It looks like a brand new book. It has a neat ink signature of the owner on the front with nothing else on the cover. On the front page, the title is listed. Underneath the title, there is a small note which says, in case of my death or disappearance, please give... excuse me. Please give to Fleesome. Sorry. Oh, good news, Ocean. When you open the book, it casts mage armor on the reader.
Poof.
That's so
That's
handy.
That's really cool.
And it contains the spells Color Spray, Dispel Magic, Earthbind, Lightning Bolt, Mage Armor, Misty Step, Shield, and Teleportation Circle. Might be useful for getting home.
Well, I can't tell whether or not this book is any useful. I don't know spells, but it looks pretty handy, and I figure we should probably pocket this one rather than sell it. And I'll kind of pass it up first to Velen, just to see if she can make any who's or what's about the spells.
Don't tear the pages.
Yes.
Don't tear the pages.
The novelty books you find at the beach.
It's like a Sylvanian family book.
I think this would be very useful to us. Good eye, Ossian. And I'll hand it down half my height, so he can hand it down half his height.
Pass.
And
Okay.
I hold up the book, the bag of holding. Like, okay,
There you go.
2 points.
Velen, when you opened it, it did not cast on you. It seems to be a cooldown period.
Oh, man.
Vuzin, how'd you go?
5.
Oh, yes. Oh, both of you. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, do you want me to re-roll?
Yeah, let's do that. That'd be fun. Okay, Vuzin, you find the Poorhouse Registry.
Rap is this?
2 seconds.
I got a rock. Always a Charlie Brown at Halloween.
Is that like a census?
I saw that video of Mr. Beast just freaking out kids by just giving them iPhones on Halloween. Just like, here you go.
Talk about a clout chase. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But hey,
Okay.
you know, you can do it. You can do it.
Hey, he just surpassed PewDiePie, so he gets to have he gets to
He
flaunt
does.
flaunt his clout.
You can flaunt it. Yeah, good for him. Here I am. 5 viewers.
Good news, Vuzlin. It's in common.
Yes. Oh.
This plain, unadorned book has a brown cover with smudges of inky fingerprints on the front. Inside is a registry of those staying in an unidentified poorhouse, along with other operational notes such as inventory and debts owed. The book is mostly a list of names along with hash marks that donate days or weeks. The title is written on the front, but there isn't any identifying information about where the registry is from. It's clear that the poorhouse workers were on a farm, which was determined by the notes around the bushels of grain harvested.
Well, I think some nerd will pay handsomely for this, so tuck it away.
And I think the professor orb that Velen has kind of pipes up. It's like, yes, the Netherese cities would often have large swaths of vassal territory beneath where they hovered and the routes that they took around. They would have large farming industries and things to supply foodstuffs for the city, and which they would gather as they moved about the place.
That makes good economic sense. Yes.
Okay, and Mike, how was that reroll?
That was a 58.
15?
58.
58, sorry. That is going to be... Loading. PDF, sorry. Okay. Ooh, maybe interesting. A layperson's guide to ley lines.
And when you open it, you hear Layla, got on my knees, Layla.
Which?
Where
is it? Sorry, lots and lots of books in here. And that tome, non-magical, I'm afraid. The first two are magical. If I can find it.
That's
There we go.
alright. Ley line sounds great for taking a nap. No better place to lay down than a ley line. That's what I always say.
The spelling's weird though. It must be some arcane spelling. It is also in common. Written by Jorah Estoris. Describes the concept of ley lines for those unfamiliar with the topic. The ley line is the line on a map that can be drawn between spots of significant magical or historical significance. It discusses the debate on whether ley lines cause these impactful areas or whether they are formed as a result of the areas along them. So there you go. You find several new napping spots.
Yay!
Vital information. And a bunch of other books.
That's what it's all about, really.
Yes. We shall say that the others were all non-magical. Just keep searching until you find every magical book in that supplement. Okay, so you, with your new penguin friend and a couple of useful books and some interesting information, finish up in the library and head back out through the door that lies ajar. And as you do, peering down from one of the gantries high above. The snoot of Scriven Scry twitches angrily. It's like, very well. Stupid creature. I shall have to find them using my own infinite merits. Now, where are you, stupid book? Just starts shuffling through the aisles once more. You think, if undisturbed, they may be here for the remainder of your visits too. They have a lot of ground to cover. And as you head back out into the streets, heading off towards perhaps the House of the Arcane, perhaps this large conduit down from the main citadel, or off to some of these new magical towers that you have discovered, we shall see just where your journeys take you when we are back here next time as part of our fundraiser next week. So looking forward to that. Hey, massive thank you to everyone who's joined us. Last chance, everyone, if you are not already, please jump into the giveaway. We have a fantastic bundle from CZRPG up for grabs today. Please... Oh, Streamlabs beat me to it. Oh no, Grim beat me to it. I thought the timer had come round in a nice timely manner. So yes, we have a big bundle of Faerunian encounters and maps to give away from CZRPG. Enter in the chat for your chance to win that. It's our last copy that we're giving away, so good luck to everyone who's in there. And Roveljax isn't here today, so good luck everybody. Chances are
can't monopolize it
increased.
anymore.
Rigged.
Everyone has a shot.
Plus they already won it, so you're good. Okay, so everyone, let us see what is going on here as we will continue our adventures. Thank you. It's the first time, I think it's pretty much the first time I've done like a full, basically it's a dungeon crawl, right? It's just these different rooms, different locations, right? And we shall, yes, it is nice to season it with all the nice roleplay and interactions between the various people goings on here. So thank you very much for that. So it's not just a slog through the locations.
I think this party would not like that very much. So yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So let us say goodbye to these fine folks and see what's coming up this week. Velen Harple, where can people find you on the material plane?
You can find me at Vexed Vending on Instagram as well as Facebook. We are a creative vending machine co-op where we take work from local artists and we sell them out of our cool kitschy vending machines in cool, neat venues.
Thank you. And Ossian?
Hi, friends. Thanks for joining us tonight. I have been Ossian. You'll find me here or in chat. You'll see me Wednesday or Thursday morning, depending on what part of the world you're in. Please do join us. The Foundation for Inclusivity and Support for BIPOC Creators is such a great cause. Please, even if you can't give, please give the word to everyone else.
Yes, just
it's a great cause. Looking forward to your support.
Thank you so much. Okay, Vuzlin.
Oh, hello, I am the Maharishi and all the Twitters and the Twitches, cog in the corporate machine by day. But at night, you can find me playing D&D. Links are in the doobly-doo of my Twitcher-doo. I just am happy to be here. And Sunday nights is very much fun with you guys.
Always a pleasure. Thank you. And Mike.
Hey, I've been Mike, but in the real life, I'm actually not a cat. I'm Jess. And you can find me on Twitter at the link for as long as Twitter is a thing. I haven't set up a new thing yet, so I'll be there until it dies. And usually you can find me streaming on my Twitch, Angry Nerd Girl, but we are currently on hiatus until December 9th. So you can see us there. If you're going to be at PAX U, you can see me there as well, but you'll see me here before that. I write games and I stream games. I think my upcoming release that you can grab is Cubicle 7's Uncharted Journeys. They just released a preview of that.
Awesome.
So there's some fun stuff in there from me and people who are more talented than me.
Spectacular.
Just as an award-winning creator.
Yeah,
Okay?
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Not too many
Yeah.
of
And
those.
So
any
stop.
award winning, for goodness sake.
Stop, you got more
about-
talent in your pinky than I have in my whole body, so quiet.
I was about to point to the Eddie, but it's behind the bunnies.
Ah, there it is. There it is.
Woot woot. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Absolute pleasure, as always. We are FuenixUK, and yes, as Ossian mentioned there, we are going to be running our Foundation for the Inclusivity in Gaming fundraiser later, starting on Wednesday night or Thursday morning, depending who you are, with Out of the Abyss, all of our regular campaigns, and 2 very special one-shots as well. We are going to be kicking things off in the one-shot variety with these wonderful people. Boom! Sailor Scout Austin, Matry Games, Jeremy Cobb of 3 Black Halflings, Black Girl Mage, and our own Shizlens will be joining us for the next one-shot roulette. We have some random characters generated for them, and we will be rolling a location and a plot completely randomly at the start of the session. Please come and help make it even more chaotic with your donations, or just support and spread the word as we look forward to seeing these wonderful players and everyone who can come and join us for that. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And then we also have a second one-shot to round out the event, happening on the Monday the 28th, and that will be... Let me just make sure I get everybody. I don't want to... my brain's all over the place at the moment, to make sure we aren't missing anybody. The fabulous AJ Winters, Myrat the Pirate, a friend from QuestJunkiesUK, the fabulous Safia Al-Dalajin, a Saudi GM, who's in Spain at the moment, I believe, and the wonderful Nomadic, who's someone I've wanted to play with for quite some time. Looking forward to that. And potentially one more guest, which I'm just trying to fasten down. One potential friend of ours in Singapore who might be joining us. So, a wonderful group of creators from all over the world coming together to create this. Oh, thank you, Magic Podcasters, for the raid. We are just wrapping up, but go, go, go! Quickly! ! Enter in chat. We are about to do our giveaway. Let me potentially thank one of you for coming in with the raid there. Good to see you. We are FuenixUK. We play lots of D&D. We have a big fundraiser coming up, including these wonderful special guests joining us. I hope that you're able to join us later in the week. Thank you for that shout-out. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you, Raiders. Sorry to catch us at the end there. We are on the opposite side of the world, so off to work for us. Well, for me anyway. Off to bed for the rest of them. We will be back later on in the week, though. I hope you're able to jump into that giveaway. Is we're going to jump in there, give it a few seconds. The second group that Safia, AJ, Myrat, Gnome, and this other last potential guest of ours will be playing the adventure one-shot that was written and supported by Fig, that was written by our own Buns, who is in the Out of the Abyss game. So cannot wait to dive into that and see what's in store for our adventurers, and all in the very good name of a very good cause. Excuse me. And of course, donations will be put into that massive prize giveaway, with prizes from Planar Allies, Phoenix Dice, Sirenscape, CZRPG, Trolllog Games, Scarlet Song, Dungeon Glitch, and Hero Forge, and the fabulous Realm Warp Publishing, who have given us 2 very special prizes. One is their entire campaign, several books of campaign material, which is worth over $100. And the second is their entire DM's Guild catalog, which is worth over $400.
That's massive.
It's insane.
Wow.
And every $5, if you are able to contribute, every $5 will get you a ticket in that giveaway, and one lucky person is going to be very, very, very well rewarded for that.
Overwhelmed.
Yes. Lots and lots of goodies to deal with. So, yeah, absolutely amazing support already for the event from other organizations wanting to chip in and make sure that it is as successful as possible. So please let us make this another great event. The generosity of everyone is always just so awesome, and really hope we're able to help out this fantastic cause as much as we can. Right, okay, that is that. I am going to close up those entries. Our last minute person got in there. Yep, okay. Closing up the entries. So, today's copy of the fantastic Ultimate Forgotten Realms bundle from CGRPG is going to... Boop. Ziggy! Congratulations! Double check they're still around. Are we still in the chat there, Ziggy, my friend? Yes, still in the chat. Oh, congratulations to them. And everyone, we will not be doing the giveaways session by session during the event. It'll just be the donations, and all the winners will be drawn at the end of the event, except for Wild Beyond the Witchlight. If you want to jump in there, Scarlet Song has promised, as before in our previous campaign, to draw a little chibi portrait for anyone who is able to donate during the Wild Beyond the Witchlight session. So do not miss that one, and all of the other fantastic adventures happening this week. Okay, thanks for the follows and the subs and the gifted subs and the raid there at the end. Awesome to see you all. Let us continue that on and raid onwards, as we are going to see who's on at the moment. Our buddy Robert Hartley is playing some Pathfinder over there. Let's go and say hello to them. I think with AJ, who's going to be joining us for the event, so that's going to be awesome. So yeah, everyone, do stick around for that raid if you've gotten that. Those phoenixes fly, but till next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi.
Yasumi.
Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.